It was early afternoon at the beginning of the Christmas holidays when the Austen Sevens crossed the border into Scotland and into a quiet little town where they decided to rest by a loch and gather what supplies they might need for the next part of their journey. Back at the museum, the director was pacing backwards and forwards. He had no clue where his precious Austen Sevens were. The police were doing their best to establish how the cars had disappeared. The run on the highway had gone according to plan, and not a thing had ruined their pleasure of being in the open air again and away from the constant nagging of the museum director. Luck had been with Elke, dark blue and maroon so far, and they did not want that to change. Elke knew some of the countryside and its people. Right, lads, we'll rest there looking at the loch, but we need to be cautious. I'll take you to a shed I know, but we'll need a map to show us the way forward once we leave the shed. Maroon rattled his luggage case eagerly. Maroon, you have an idea? Asked Elke. Yes, I do. We just stopped at a second-hand shop with a giveaway box at the front door, said Maroon excitedly. I saw the map of Wales there. The idea sounded promising, and the thief friends returned to the second-hand shop, and Dark Blue collected the map. Guys, he whispered, there's an officer in there. He'll see us. I know we have different number plates, but our colors will give us away. I know, said Elke. We should go off-roading so as to get dirty enough to cover our colors. The other two agreed enthusiastically, and they hurried off to a wood nearby. Where there was a muddy, rattling track. Perfect! They all chimed together as they raced into the muddy puddles at speed, throwing mud all over the panels. I used to be white, laughed Elke. This is so much fun, squealed Dark Blue. But we need to get this mud off our wheels, or leave a muddy trail and be discovered. Oh, hey, look! Nearby, Maroon found a rusted tin next to an undisturbed puddle. It was enough to clean their wheels, so they could return to the road and find the shed. Driving out of the wood, Elke suddenly spotted a car he knew a little of. It was a modern ute standing by the second-hand shop he had left just a short time ago. "Lads, we've got a modern car on the road," said Elke. "I believe it's the museum director's car. He'll give us the same orders he always has, and stop us from driving on the open road," cried Dark Blue. "Just move quietly. The rain will fall in a minute, and we still need to find the shed." It must have been about 2 o'clock. The thieves had travelled away from the main route and were nicely hidden near the woodland, when suddenly there it was, the shed, standing in the middle of the woodland, and the kid nearby. Elke and his friends opened it quickly and ducked inside the shed, closing the doors behind them. They must stay out of sight and avoid the modern ute. It came together, and Dark Blue showed them his map. "This takes us to Wales," said Dark Blue. Elke added excitedly, "I know a shop in Wales. It's been closed for the holidays." "But I've a key from my friend, the owner. The shop has a secret room where we can hide, and there's a secret travel door too." "Hey, do you think we can have a look?" asked Maroon. Elke replied, "I think so, even though I have the key. We need to wait for the night to cover us as we drive." Maroon jumped in. "And we hope the modern ute doesn't follow us," Elke continued. "We were talking about moving to Tasmania. It's gonna be an adventure." Maroon started up. "We don't have enough water," he said. "Let's fill up from that tap over there, and we can rest till it gets dark." Glug, glug glug. They drew near each other and smoothed the night away. As night fell, the Austin Sevens hatched a plan. Let's drive to the shop in Wales and pick up another map to suit us where we can live in Tasmania, said Elkie. As we crew, there's some torches instead of our headlights to guide us. We'll keep our headlights off so as not to draw attention from chasing police squads and flying helicopters, interrupted Maroon. We'll be like suited vehicles for a while, said Dark Blue. Suited vehicles with passports. Our first museum director gave them to us in 2001, remember? Come on then, said Elkie. Let's get out of here. One by one, they left the shed. Using the torches, they continued driving out of Scotland and away, safe from the searching lights of a modern ute. The plan to dish the museum director was working. Or so they thought. Suddenly, a throbbing noise came from above. Oh no, panicked Elkie. That's a police helicopter, he yelled. Quickly, lads, hide in the bushes. And they did. This is the police, the loudspeaker boomed. Come out where we can see you. The Austin Sevens refused the call. They had to move quick and make the chase hard for the police. Bumping back onto the road, Elkie threw a smoke bomb out of his cab, managing to blind their chasers. Even a police car that had caught up with them. The cars drove at speed, and soon they were in road again. Dark Blue finally had time to think. With All the race against time. We should tell the police here, and in Tasmania, the true story of why we left the museum. You see, he believed the museum director was a bad man. Yes, said Elke. We can make a report once we reach the shop in Wales, but until we do, we should be careful around modern cars so as not to raise suspicion. Heading further on the route to Wales, Elke had another thought. My friend who owns the shop has a laptop. We can research the museum director and make a report while we're there. It was late when we slipped into Wales. We washed up at a roadside service station. And found a shed to rest overnight. Back in Scotland, the museum director was most annoyed. He had to return to London without his Austin Sevens. He tricked me again! I'll get them next time! He raged with clenched fists. He was unable to reclaim his prizes, and worse, his visit was wasted. Little did he know the cars were planning to stop him a third time when we made the report.